For our database project, Nufsi and I have built a library database containing the entities users, librarians, books, transactions, and fines. We have designed this database to help librarians manage transactions of the library and help users find books that are available, as well as query the genre, ISBN, author, and year of publication. For the librarians, they're able to look at detailed transactions, as well as user account info, making it easier to track checked out books, the activity status of user accounts, and fines if there are any. We started by creating our tables in the myddl.sql file and populated each table with 30 tuples of sample data using insert statements. We then connected to our MySQL database using Python code in our QMD file, ensuring that the insert statements correctly populated the tables with data.
Now we will show you the implementation aspect of our database. We have used a Docker file to connect to PHP and MySQL to locally host the library database. Here is our database page. The database table has been shown visually as tables in landing page. This is our landing page, each with link pointing towards their reports. We created all the database tables mapped as HTML tables. If we go to each tables, then for each of the rows, we can view delete data here. We can use the operation create, read, update, delete in our database to modify data within our tables.
I'll be going through our implementation process. So these are all our tables. This is the one for books. As you can see, it's very comprehensive, easy to access by the user. It's we made the UI very user-friendly. So we'll go back home. Now access librarians, and yeah, you can see all this information is compartmentalized very well, and very easy to access at a touch of a finger. We do the same thing for reservations. As you can see, we do have the CRUD implementations too, so rows can be added to or deleted on a whim. And for transactions, yeah, the same process. And yeah, we made sure to include return and borrow, so librarians know which books are checked out. And by having these tables work in conjunction, we can update the other tables too as necessary with the foreign keys. So yeah, this is our user table. One way we could have taken our project to the next level was to prompt users of our application for a username and password if they had an account, or allow them to create an account using the credentials first name, last name, email, password. By doing this, they could access personal information such as their address, status of fines if they exist, and how much their fine is. If we had more time, we would also ensure a double authentication to ensure data security is kept. This is especially important for librarians as they have administrative abilities to change the data of the users.
Overall, the project went okay. The skills learned from this homework solidified the skills necessary to implement our database. While we were overly ambitious about our database design initially, we had to cut some entities and relationship as we did not have enough working knowledge of CSS and PHP to actually implement them. I would say time was a big factor for us not achieving everything we set out to build, as CSS and PHP are not very intuitive and require knowledge beyond the scope of this course. But if we were given more time, we are confident we could have implemented our original design.